Well, today we're talking to Carter Pruitt. And Carter, tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, I am a 17-year-old. I'm a junior in high school. I go to Princeton High School. I'm a believer in Jesus. I'm passionate about telling others about him, how he has saved my life, and how I can just continue just to bring the gospel that I've experienced that has set me free. And I just love sharing that with people in my school.
So, you have a unique background, correct? You're a preacher's kid.
Yep,
Like me, I'm a preacher's kid.
yep.
And being a preacher's kid has a few advantages and sometimes some disadvantages.
Oh,
Tell us a
100%.
little bit about being a preacher's kid.
Yeah, no, I'm the product of a healthy church. I'm a product of youth leaders who have loved on me. And so I have nothing bad to say about the church. I have definitely, when you said there's positives and negatives, that is so true. I've had people be like, hey, you can't do that because like you're held to a higher standard. And so there'll be people who will judge you more harshly. And that can be even Christians who are also judging. But I've just been just a product of just love and just my dad. One of the most profound things he said to me was when I was about 12 years old. He said, Carter, it doesn't matter to me if you're a Christian. And I said, whoa, what do you mean, Dad? Like, you are like my hero. Like, I see you, like, you love Jesus. What do you mean it doesn't matter to me if I love Jesus as well? He said, the reason is this, is because I will love you no matter what. Why? Because you're my son. And so I've just been loved by my father. It's never been a, hey, this is religion and we follow religion. It has been, hey, we are in a covenant relationship with Jesus. And he's like, hey, and if you want that to be your covenant, go for it. But he goes, so that really set me free to kind of make my faith my own growing up.
Carter, you mentioned something pretty interesting. You come from a healthy church.
Yes.
Today, in our world today, there's all kinds of different feelings about the church.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell the audience, those that are listening, what it means to you as a 17-year-old to be involved in a healthy church?
No, yes. I mean, ministry revolves around people. And if you cannot love people, you will not be successful with ministry. So, meaning you can have a lot of God fearing, amazing people, but if they are not people, meaning if they are not moving towards people in the church, if they are not being outward focused, your church can very quickly become self centered and it revolves around you and your feelings. My church is a multi generational church. We have 90-year-olds and we have babies in the nursery, and they're everywhere. And so our Sunday service is not catered to any generation. It is simply like the people of God holding their hands open, saying, okay, my ideas, I understand they might be outdated, so I respect that and I give it. Or new people saying, hey, man, I'm used to this type of genre of music, and the little things that the church can argue over. Our church has just held those issues with open hands and saying, hey, we want to reach people and we're not focused on our feelings and us being fed. We want to be more missional. And so that's the outlook that my church has had. We have a huge emphasis on the next generation. You'll hear this if you're at our church and on any given Sunday, we say the children are not the church of tomorrow. They are the church of today.
Right.
And so we are constantly moving towards younger people. And so the older people in our church are like, they're heroes because they're saying, hey, it's no longer about me and my feelings and how I think church should be run. I'm just going to say, God, I trust you. And we've just seen an explosion in growth in our church because people became outward focused and just were no longer self-centered.
When you talk about the church and focusing on the next generation, that's
Mm-hmm.
what I've given my whole entire life, 46 years in youth
Yeah,
ministry, to reaching
yeah,
and mentoring young people and challenging other people to step up and do the exact same thing that I'm doing. And so
yes.
that's kind of really exciting for me to hear a 17-year-old talk about that importance of the church.